So this is Cassia. Yeah, preaching to the choir. I just think we should do away with it. But the problem is, politicians who agree with it say, yes, we should. We should actually go an hour past even daylight savings and stay there instead. And it's like, no! Why? Be on the time zone that you're in. Stop fucking around. It makes everything more complicated. The pale figure with an unnaturally long limbs covers her face with her hands, which are deformed like talons like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that continually streams from her scarlet misted eyes. Her spiny gills, slightly hidden under her disheveled hair, twitch nervously at your approach. Only now do you notice the third eye on the young woman's forehead, hidden by a jeweled ornament. And when your eyes meet, you sense overwhelming, soul-smothering power. Fucking navigators, they're weird, man. They are weird as shit. I succeeded my willpower test. I have a strong mind. You were enveloped in the despairing grief, and the invisible hand closes around your throat, cutting off your breath. Your limbs seem to fill with lead, and your heart hammers in your chest. This is what a success looks like. Imagine what failure looked like. The desire to turn and flee from this room and from this station almost gets the better of you. At the last moment, you master your emotions, and your will pushes back against the illusion, forcing it to retreat. Adira emits something between a moan and a drawn-out whimper. As if my own little pals weren't bad enough. Now this one's barging into my head. Somebody stop her! Heresy? Yes, of course, Argenta. Heresy. Everything's heresy. That's okay, girl. Argenta looks at the tall figure with a strange mixture of anger and sadness. Then she lowers her head. Her white hair veils her face. Abe? Is this... what vile creature is this? Argenta, rid the world of this heresy. Argenta, if you will, please. Shoot. Thank you. How good is your Mexican law knowledge? Practically nil. I really don't know much about Mexico as a country, so, or its history for that matter of fact. I know that once upon a time, what is now some United States areas were part of Mexico back in the day, and shit happened, but I don't know what that shit is, so... I think parts of California, or the whole of California, was part of Mexico at one point. And then, yeah. But I don't know. Requires Iconoclast to overcome the crushing despair. I know why I am here, and so I will stand strong against any illusion. Lady Cassia, I'm here to help you. Calm yourself. Oh, that's Hecate does that? Nice. Coercion by the Emperor. If you do not stop your sorcery immediately, I will shoot you in the head. Wound her. Stop it, now! Abe, is this... Lady Cassia, I presume. The Seneschal stares into the navigator's direction with a faraway look, then turns sharply away and awkwardly wipes at his eye. Do you know the Dia de los Muertos? I do know about that, yes. I know about the Day of the Dead celebrations. I know that they generally hold big parades, and the idea is for people to bring mementos to graveyards for their loved ones and leave trails home to where they live so that their loved ones, like their deceased loved ones, can visit them or something like that, I think, is what I read once upon a time. I don't know if that's actually the case now. Memory's weird, so... I'm gonna go with my Iconoclast follower. I know why I'm here, and I will stand strong against any illusion. You direct all your attention inward, your heart currently shackled by another's suffering. Yeah, that's the thing. We know that, like, somebody died, some person died, that she was part of her retinue, and she became so overwhelmed with grief that now this is happening, I think. Your heart's currently shackled by another's suffering. Under the gaze of your burning inner eye, the despair and pain begin to dwindle. The darkness in your soul dissipates, the lump in your throat shrinks, and you discover that you are standing in front of a bizarre creature, a young woman whose tears you seem to have dried along with your own. Did I just bring her out of that by just being like, yo, I'm stronger than you, girl, now, you know, feel my strength? You have a poster of a woman dressed in the traditional Day of the Dead attire, but everybody here asked me if I put it up as a Halloween decoration. Oh. Yeah, it's like, okay, no, let me tell you about the Dia de los Muertos. She wearily shakes her head and lets out a drawn-out sound, similar or both a sob and the howl of a small wounded animal. What is happening? Was someone calling my name? Are all the betrayers dead already? Yes, I killed Phalek. Don't worry, he's a dick. He was a dick. I killed him now. He is no longer a dick. He's just dead. As you... Who are you? Darius von Valancius. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance under these strange circumstances. No, I'm just here shopping for a navigator. You look like you'll fit the bill. Come join my crew. It matters little, you profane creature. No. Pointedly remain silent. Oh, damn. Like, you don't know who I am? I'm not going to tell you. You, girl, may address me as your lordship the rogue trader. We do want to play a little bit of sass with this guy, but also a little bit of charm. And I think this is a call for charm. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. We just got to come at her normal. Like, don't acknowledge the weird psychic pulses that are happening. Just be like, yo, I'm not paying attention to that. Just, you know, stay with me here on this plane of reality. Onise settles over her features and she nods cautiously. Pardon my manners, Darius. I did not expect to make such a gracious acquaintance in such a time of great sorrow for our house. All right. What is this? I feel faint. And faceplant. Splat. I feel faint all of a sudden. Splunk. All right, guys, you're welcome. I saved the day. All I needed to do was kill Phalek. Who knew? Can't wait for spring to come. Dude, we have, like, snow in the forecast for tonight and also for Thursday. About 10 centimeters, I think it said. Let's have a look. Let's see what the latest is. What do we have going on here? Ooh, oh, goddamn, I forgot to put my phone on mute. There we go. There we go. Meanwhile, the Sahara is hit by flash floods. Ew. Okay. Yikes. Where's the snowfall? About a centimeter of snow tonight. Thursday, on the other hand, is looking rather shit. Oh, fuck off with your ads. There we go. Oh, now it's just saying around 1 centimeter. From Thursday night and through Friday. It's going to snow all of Friday. But it's probably going to be light. So it's probably going to be that kind of snow that falls and then just kind of like clears away as it's falling, you know? So, Nanny, hello! We're good, how are you? I'm aching all over though. I had a very stressful and busy week last week, so I didn't stream. For people that missed the beginning of the stream, I gave a full explanation if you, like, once the stream's done, if you want to watch the VOD to know what happened, then, you know, feel free. But long story short, PC troubles, slight mental troubles, and then busy end of the week, ending in feeling kind of health-wise cruddy. And then finally we capped it off yesterday by going to my in-laws' place, because I started to feel a little better. Like I had a bunged up sinuses and a bit of a head cold coming on. And we swapped over our wheels for the winter wheels. So we've now got our studded winter tires on. Because we got caught out last week by some... Well, we didn't get caught out, but we hadn't changed our winter wheels over And then we got snow in the forecast for last Monday. And yeah, Shy found it really awkward trying to drive on her summer wheels. So yeah, we swapped over winter tires, which meant I swapped over winter tires. I did it all, not Shy. Shy only needed to pull her car onto the driveway, and then we had to do this like shunting around thing on my in-laws' driveway with my car parked on one side of hers, and then I could use the air pump from my power outlet. Her power outlet blows whenever we use the air pump, so we used mine. And then we had to swap around and do the other half of her car. So, yeah. But afterwards, yeah, everything aches now because I'd been, you know, squatting up and down and getting on the ground and looking under the car and checking all the undercarriage shit while it was up on the jack and, you know, checking brake pads and every other thing, and then coming back up and wheels on, wrench, you know, and bag up the other wheels and mark which one they came from, which corner, and so on. Yeah. Today it occurred to me because I have a fully customizable keyboard, I can put stiffer keys where I often have multiple alliteration. Funnily enough, the space key is my first suspect. That's pretty cool that you can do that, though. Wow, that's actually neat. You still need to do that, Nanny? Yeah. Winter coming. So that's what I did. And now I've woken up feeling like, yeah, my arms and legs are about to drop off, so... So Theobald is here. I'm guessing this is Theobald with the big staff sticking out of his back. The heavyset old man who has been kneeling nearby erupts into low sobs, his eyes swollen from crying, dart desperately around the room as though the veil of ignorance has just been ripped away from them. The child, Lady Cassia, where are you? Sacred child, throne preservers. Despite his venerable age, the navigator leaps up and rushes to the young woman's side. The young person's side. The youngling. You. The old man shifts, revealing his face to you. It is threaded with jet-black veins and bulging, milky eyes bearing a stark resemblance to those of a dead fish. Ew. A sickly sweet scent assaults your nostrils as if the old man's flesh is rotting inside his decaying husk. My eyes fail me, for they are unable to make you out as either enemy or ally. I'm warning you, one wrong move will bring the wrath of House Orselio down upon your head. Will it be better than the wrath that Phalek tried to deliver? Because that wasn't much. Alright, there was a warp curse, but we walked through it, so, you know. I walked it off, it's fine. I just have this funny image in my mind, someone... What key switches do you use, me? All. All of them. I mean, I have every type of switch. Watch out, Lord Captain, this one's so deranged he is making the whispers shriek like crazy. He might just open up that eye of his. Threatening the head of a dynasty is a grave offense, esteemed whoever you are. Abe, not the way to ingratiate ourselves to the master of this house. He places a hand on his weapons. Trying to determine what is happening on Urek 5. I mean you no harm, I came to seek a navigator's aid. I've already dispatched Phalek. Would you like to follow him? I know you two couldn't stand each other apparently, so, you know, if you want to follow him in death and be haunted by him for the rest of eternity, by all means. I will send you both to the Emperor's side. We could do the persuasion, though, with Hecate. It's 100% chance. Abelard has commerce. Ah, we're here to get your help. No, I am at present trying to determine what is happening here. So, if you aren't the problem, you are fine, and I have no problem with you. But if that eye of yours so much as twitches, dude... It's gonna be a hole in your head. I'll grant you do not look like pirates who have come coveting the riches of a wrecked station, or like scoundrels in Phalek's service. So who are you? Darius von Valancius, rogue trader. No, Abelard, introduce me. I just love that option. We didn't use that when we came into Phalek's presence initially. Like, Abelard, if you would please. Herald my arrival. Thank you. To you, old man, I am your lordship, rogue trader. Yo! Do we go with this? I think now a little bit of cheek is called for. Today is bank money day. We did a trip to the bank on Friday to set up some financial stuff, so that's one of the things we ended up having to do. Shai got her flu and COVID shots, and I started to feel the symptoms of it, although I was feeling kind of rough from Friday morning anyway, and this was like mid-afternoon. But yeah, I wasn't feeling too well, so yeah. To you, old man, I am your lordship, rogue trader. The impassive expression on the navigator's face, deformed face rather, does not flicker. Haughty, as I thought you are indeed of noble blood. He's just like, yeah, whatever. Then what brings such an important personage to a station of House Horselio, one of the greatest houses of the Navus nobilitet? And what do you want from me? Speak. What is the curse? Taking hold of everybody in this room, by the way. Or do we just go straight? No, yeah. What is this shit? What are you guys doing? He frowns. Curse? You do not understand the sacred gift given to our child. When the child is sad, we all weep. When the child smiles, we all laugh giddily. And when the child wants blood, the world turns crimson. The child's will is the will of the great Tisiphone. Yeah, for she is the heir of the House Horselio. Purge the heretics! Hello, Tusa Prime. We will. We already killed Phalix, so, you know, he was not a heretic, but just a dick. That's Scott. He's a dick. So we killed him. All I did was tell him I don't trust him. We had an I don't trust him and I'm going to kill you now. We had an I don't trust him. And we had a I trust him option. I chose the middle. And he was like, then prepare to die, bitch. And I was like, all right. Argenta, if you would please, just explode his face. But she ended up fighting the bodyguards, so in the end, I point blank shot him with a last pistol and he set on fire, and it was hilarious. Yay, death! Well, there's skulls everywhere, so why not, you know? Yeah. And they called me dangerous with my witchcraft, Idira mutters under her breath. Dude, you look kind of frightening, by the way. It's a shame we don't have a character portrait for this guy. Like, the way they've described him. The fish eyes look at you with unwavering dignity. He could be an Innsmouther. I mean, I said this is some Lovecraftian cursed picture shit going on here. He could be an Innsmouther. We said he looked like a dead fish. You were not supposed to see me, or Phalek, or the sacred child. Navigators are highly paid for their loyal service to the Imperium according to his will. No one would dare judge the guides of humanity, the chosen of the galactic sovereign himself. So how are you today, Tucci? I do hope you are well. How are things going, my friend? It was good watching Yakuza. We got to watch on Tucci's channel, did a viewing of the Yakuza live action show that's on Amazon. They dropped 3 episodes there, and the next 3 are coming out in a couple of weeks, maybe, so we're going to watch the rest. It's not bad. People are slating it in the reviews for some reason. And I don't understand why. Like, it was pretty cool. Feels like they tried to go for a dated cinema style. It felt like watching a show made in the late 80s or early 90s in Japan, like a Japanese TV show. Like, the audio quality and the video quality was kind of like, and the camera angles and the clutteriness of the scenes and the sounds going on, it all seemed very retro. And I kind of liked it for that. It was good. It's this week. Oh, nice. Doing some tweaks on the new rig. Yes, Shai was telling me, you've had so many generous people drop so much stuff on you, and that's awesome. I'm so pleased. There's a Yakuza show, like actual Yakuza the video game. Yep, it's on Amazon Prime. So, and you can only have it with a Prime subscription. You can't buy it through Instant Video. So, yeah. It was all Toad, actually. Really? Oh, okay. I thought Kulai also sent some stuff your way, but it was just all Toad. Wow. That guy's crazy. All right, look, I want to know what happened between you and Phalek, by the way. Clarify, and then we'll cut to the chase. And don't think he's done yet either. Oh, shit. Oof. Just a little bit crazy, though, yes. You have Prime, but didn't hear the other part. Yeah, no, I just said you can't buy it through instant video. Because some shows on Amazon Prime that are available through your Prime subscription, you can buy them as well. Like, if you don't have Prime, but this one you can't. So, but yeah, it's based on the games, Mace. It seems like they crammed Yakuza 0, Kiwami 1, and potentially running headlong into Kiwami 2 all into one season and rewrote it so that the circumstances are a little different, but overall it's still kind of hitting similar beats. There are some characters they've cast really well, and there are some where it's like, seriously, you couldn't find someone that really just exuded, like Shimano don't look like Shimano at all. It's like you couldn't find a gorilla of a dude to play Shimano. Okay, I guess, but Saejima and Majima, fucking bang on. Especially the craziness of the Majima character. The guy who plays him obviously played the games, or was put in front of the games to play them and be like, you need to emulate this character, you know, with the crazy giggling and shit. Yeah, just be that guy. It was good. Yeah, there are a few I don't like. Yeah, I didn't like who they cast. So I was looking at IMDb's casting list as well, and yes, the guy we're mostly seeing as the boss is actually Dojima. So that is Dojima. The guy with the white hair was Serra, the guy at the funeral site. The guy they cast as Nishiki, also pretty damn good. At first I wasn't sure when we saw the young version of him in the flashbacks. The current version of him, though, with the slicked back hair and the poncy look on his face, perfect. It's called Like a Dragon Yakuza, I believe, is what it's actually called. But yeah, I think it's pretty well cast overall. Just willing to let the casting slide. Yeah, you kind of have to. Eventually, it's like they probably get to a point where they're like, look, we just need bodies to fill these roles. It depends how more prominent they're going to be. Yeah, a guy who looks like Shimano may have been pretty difficult to find. It's going to come down to, can we find a guy that looks like a gorilla, you know, like a Japanese guy who looks like a gorilla, and get him in front of a camera? Is he available? And if none of those are available, if it's like, no, there's like one actor in all of Japan and he's not working with us, so tough shit. You have to cast somebody else. It's very specific looks, unfortunately. Either that or it's Yakuza Like a Dragon. Yeah, it's one or the other. It's either Like a Dragon Yakuza or Yakuza Like a Dragon. But if you just search for Like a Dragon on Prime, you should find it. I don't know most of the characters by name, I'm bad with names, but if it captures the feeling of the game, I'll probably enjoy it. I feel like it captures more the feeling of a, more like a crime show. I mean, yeah, the Yakuza games capture that feeling too, like crime drama. This captures more like a crime drama from Japanese TV in the 90s. So I think the vibe is a bit different. Something about it made me think it's not the games, but is that because it's live action that makes it feel like a different vibe? I don't know. I couldn't quite parse that. I'd probably need to watch the show a second time once we're through it in order to really grip what it is I feel about the show, but I liked where it was going. I feel that the story had good legs under it. Yeah, it's more grounded than the games as well. Although, I feel like they've been blue-balling us a little bit in those first 3 episodes with seeing Kiryu actually fight. We saw, like, young Kiryu fighting and, you know, being young Kiryu. And then we saw some, like, present-day Kiryu, 2005 Kiryu, who is now the Dragon of Dojima, fighting effortlessly, literally just sidestepping punches and ramming people's faces into the wall, like outside the prison. I'm not going to spoil it too much for anybody else, but Fatucci and me who've seen it, that scene outside the prison, it felt like they were going down the road of like, oh, okay, there is a bit of game, because he just like whacked a dude against the wall and shoved his face down the side of the wall. Like, yep, get out of here. And it's like, that's a game move right there. So, but they didn't do too much of it yet. And I feel like they're building up to it. And it's going to be amazing when it does happen, so. Yeah, there's been some good live actions. It's getting better now. Like, game TV shows are getting better. And people online hated that fight. I did read that, sadly. They were like, oh, it felt so crap. And it's like, dude, Kiryu beats people up easily. That's kind of the point of Kiryu. And the guy who they cast as Kiryu, I feel like he kind of does look the part, you know? He's skinny, though. He's not brawny. You know, he doesn't have the muscle. If they do the scene where he throws the shirt off at some point, it's going to be a little disappointing, I think. But, you know, face features wise, and, you know, his demeanor, he's got it down. So, yeah, they haven't done anything like where he hits people with a bicycle yet. We were joking about that, though. We were joking about it in one of the fights we were watching, like, yeah, just pick up a bike and kill this guy with it. Oh, wait, don't kill the guy, just maim him. Yeah, or a potted plant or something. Pick up a road sign and just beat him with it. Yeah. So yeah, but it's interesting so far. I think it's worth I think everybody owes it to themselves to at least watch it so you know. You know, don't just like read other people and say, I hate this, it's rubbish, don't waste your time with it. I always say, go watch it yourself if you can, and make your own mind up. So, yeah. Anyway, back to this. Thalek is my wayward student. He came to Iraq 5 as a callow youth. I personally mentored him and trusted him with the care of the child. He was like a son to me, but he proved to be just another traitor. He sought to steal our most precious treasure, the heir of our house, our sacred child. Yes, I kind of figured. I figured as well, if we went with him, he wasn't going to give us her. It was like, you can take her as your navigator. It's like, really? And now it seems like everything centers around her. It's like, he wants her. And he doesn't want us to take her as... And we'd have had to kill him eventually. So, yeah, if we'd have gone with him and come up here and gotten into the fight and gotten sided with him, he would have betrayed us, and then we would have, you know, ended up having to kill him anyway. So... to revel in the power, with others like him casting our house into the abyss to pervert the centuries-long traditions of our family. What, you mean of experimenting on your serfs? Yeah. You can see the fruits of his vanity for yourself. He decided he was not bound by his duties to the legacy of the greatest of our Novitas. Not even going to try that again. Tisiphone. I'm guessing it's Tisiphone? It's kind of like Persephone, but Tisiphone. Yeah. Yeah, Tisiphone. Maybe that's it. I've got it now. Tisiphone Orselio, who led our house into prosperity for countless years. Foolish boy. The renegades clouded his mind. They sought to seize control of the dynasty before the sacred child can come of age and taken up the Novitas throne. So Thalek accused you of treachery, Theobald. Why should I trust your words too? Defending myself before strangers, I never thought I would fall so low. The old man looks at the unmoving Cassia and shakes his head in resignation. If the child's life were not at stake, very well, I have no choice, or proof of my innocence. I can give you my word as a member of the Navis Nobilitat, if the honest word of an honorable man counts for anything with you. I guarded this station against calamity and incursions from without to the best of my ability. I forced the wardens to strictly observe protocols. I personally selected every servant, and I faithfully protected the child during this coup. I kind of believe him. I feel like all the other crazies that were running around shooting the place up were just kind of sadly abandoned to the chaos because she broke down and shit was going on. So how could you lose control of your own station? Do not thrust my errors in my face. I am twice your age and twice as wise. Take my advice. Trust no one but yourself and the Emperor. Even those closest to you will betray you for gold, power, or far-fetched ideas of a bright future. Not Argenta, she's with me forever. Sorry, did that just come out? Okay. Look, dude, I'm just here to recruit a new navigator, so could you make this simple for me? Then you have come here for nothing. Iraq 5 is an observation station. We do not make contracts and we do not supply navigators. I must tell you plainly, the old man winces in pain, but you do not see any wounds. You have chosen the most inconvenient time for recruitment negotiations. No fucking shit. I come here and find this place in chaos. It feels very inconvenient. Where have I heard that before? That's it. Master Phalek was babbling something similar, or did I imagine it? Was it just one of the possible outcomes that I foresaw? Oh, my head is killing me. Well, one of the thing that she saw was the masks that fall away. One is a traitor and one is a blind man. This guy's eyes are very milky. So, you know, obviously he's the blind man. Because he probably can't see with his eyes. He sees using the warp. As most navigators, I think, do anyway. Eventually, they have to blind themselves in the real world. I'm surprised maybe Phalek hadn't reached that tier of responsibility yet where he has to do that. The station is in a state of emergency. Perhaps we can help one another. I'll be taking Lady Cassia now. No, maybe we help then. I'm thinking astropaths. Oh shit, you're right. It's astropaths that have to be blinded. Right. Yes. Navigators do have third eyes to let them see the warp. Yes, I'm confusing my law. Thank you, Akami. You're right, it's astropaths. Because I was thinking they have a third eye, so they don't need their regular two. It's like they see the warp and not... I'm confusing shit. But yes, astropaths, they also see the warp, but they see it differently from navigators. They see the messages carried through it instead, or, yeah, whatever, right? So, and not really see, they feel the messages. Right. So this guy's just blind out of coincidence. But either way, he's probably still seeing the world with the help of the warp. So the station is in a state of emergency, let's help each other. My answer is no, and I do not wish to revisit the topic. The child will stay on Iraq 5. Wait, what? This is like I asked her to come with me. Our ship will come to our rescue at any moment. I managed to send a message before Phalek seized control. Well, we succeeded a medical check. A bluish rivulet trickles down the old man's chin and he wipes the mutated blood brusquely away with his sleeve. You glimpse strange burns covering his flesh and under the clothing. Even the slightest movement must cause him unbearable pain. Okay, no, I didn't use the wrong option then. Okay, I was worried I might have accidentally moved at the last second. You're injured. How do you plan to protect the Lady Navigator? He shrugs indifferently. My service to the house is coming to an end. The wounds Phalek inflicted on my flesh will never heal. I am dying. Praise the throne. Slowly enough to see the child taken care of. Let me take her then. I'll take care of her. If this house is dead, let her serve me and the Emperor out in space. Right? Service to a rogue trader, that's pretty dope. It's good on the resume. As I said already, House Orselio ships will be here soon. We do not need your help. I saw the reports of the station's main cogitator. Felix stopped the transmissions, and your message only got as far as the nearest world. So what are you proposing? That I hand over the child to you? Abandon her to the mercy of fate? Cast her out into the darkness of the galaxy with a stranger? Alone? The navigator's voice breaks into a shout. No, I will not allow it. Stands over her body, shielding it, and the air around him turns sweltering. Dude, calm down. Take it easy, big guy. The sun's getting real low. Hecate, deal with this fool. I give you my word, I will deliver Lady Cassia safe and sound wherever you wish. Succeed. All right. Save our sacred child. Deliver her safely to Regent Aranto, the acting head of House Orselio in the Coronis Expanse. Rest assured that the reward will be worth the effort. So we're basically taking her to Aranto, and he'll probably give us a navigator. I know we came here for a navigator, but after everything we've seen, I've got some reservations about this girl. Argenta looks at Cassia and a painful furrow appears on her brow. Such a fragile thing with such a heavy burden upon her shoulders. Do not be tempted to ease her burden or release her from it, Argenta. Please, for the love of the Emperor, do not. Just not yet. If she sprouts horns, then you can ease her burden. With bolt gun and chainsword. Until then, chill. Down, girl. Good, that is good. The old man nervously licks his lips, but do allow us to say our proper farewells. Alright.
Wake up, my mistress, my sacred child. It is all over now. It is over.
Okay, so I've been doing this kind of voice for an old man, and the game is like, no, he talks like this. When it finally gives me voice acting lines.
What happened? You. I remember you. Have you come to save us?
I'm your Uber. I'm your rogue Uber. We're gonna deliver you somewhere.
Please, listen to me very carefully. One last time. You will now embark on a voyage with this lord to rejoin the house and its regent in the Coronis Expanse. I will not be able to accompany you on this journey.
Dude's bleeding blue. He drank too much of that Baja Blast.
No, not you two. Don't leave me alone in this violet brown haze. You're coming with me. Your mistress is giving you an order. Do you hear me?
Mistress, I fear this will be your only order that I dare to disobey. I am the keeper of Urac 5, and alas, I have less than a day left in me. Allow me to serve you one last time and honor my final duty to House Orselio. I will remain on the station and destroy the secrets it holds.
Dude going down with the ship.
Oh, Theobald.
I regret we had to meet under such circumstances. Oh, come on, enough tears. Okay, the meter's running. Let's go. Promethium costs money, you know. Forgive the urgency, but we should leave the station immediately. These systems are unstable and may fail.
But this is my home.
Don't worry, we can get you a new home. And no, we're not bringing the creepy painting.
Be stubborn. Remember your duty to the house, and let those thoughts bring you strength.
What are you going to do to me?
If you wish to leave the station alive, sign a contract. Ooh. Oh shit, we can force her to be the navigator. No. No. Lady Cassia, I, Darius von Valancius, rogue trader of the Imperium of Man, offer you my protection and grant you shelter. That's not the way my guy talks. He was a crime lord. He's sassy. Let's aid one another. Become my navigator and I shall restore House Orselio at the earliest opportunity.
Do not fear what is to come, child. You are
The earliest opportunity will be at least 100 years from now.
I know this because I taught you myself. And
It's just the way it is.
difficult to imagine more worthy company than a rogue trader. But remember, your safety is of paramount importance. Get to the Great Regent and fulfill your destiny.
Let the hate flow through you. Oh wait, wrong
Worried
IP.
about my servants. Urak 5 is still full of people loyal to House Orselio.
And they will die like loyal people. That's fine. No. You can secure new servants. You can always get new plebs. Come on. The galaxy is full of common people. Take your pick. All who can be saved will be given succor aboard my ship. Or I'll provide you with every necessity. Naturally, this includes servants. Hmm? Yeah. I get to pick them. I'm going with that. That guy's a little bit of a scumbag. We're just a tiny bit scummy. I'll surround you with people who will kill you if you betray me.
Accompanying a rogue trader on their travels is an honor for any navigator.
Yeah?
Let us go. I can no longer bear the sight of the deathly pale shadows that drape the bodies of the fallen.
Cool. Alright. Yes. So, did we do this then? We need to get to the bridge of our ship. Nice. Alright. You come with me now. Let's see if we can talk to this guy. Goodbye, mistress. As if the painting was rendered by several different hands. Yeah. A bird cage. No one appears to be living in the cage. It is filled with fresh fruit and water. Is there anything I can loot in here before we leave? You don't just leave, guys. No. Yep, see, there we go. I can steal her shit. It's like, oh, do you need these things over here for your travels? This, Rosaria's piece and your auto quills, I guess, if you want to write some bad poetry or fanfic on the road. Blasphemous litanies. Heretical shit. Yes, let's bring the holy gifts, though. Bring it all. And of course, Argenta's the one to pick all that shit up. This feast was left untouched. Well, they've been busy, crying their eyes out. Quite literally. Alright, everybody gets a level up. Alright, well, let me start with my dude, actually, first. 1 rank available. What are we getting from this? Choose a talent. What is recommended? Fresh targets. When an operative attacks an enemy that is at full wounds, I do like that. So basically someone who isn't wounded, not necessarily low on hit points, because hit points and wounds are a different thing in this system. This does 15% more damage. I like that. Instant exposure. Exposed weakness costs no AP. They're not really suffering for that. Operative triggers an exploit on an enemy. The operative gains additional +1 damage and 2% armor pen until the end of combat. Only applies to first strike or projectile in a burst attack. But it stacks. Exposed weakness also reduces enemies' toughness and willpower by 12 for a round. Oh. Yeah, I'm going with that. I like that. And then what else do we get? A characteristic, intel or perception. Where am I at right now? Oh, God, yeah. Yeah. Fine. Where am I? We're at 40 intel. I can mouse over. I forget about that. 50 perception. I keep forgetting you can mouse over to see that. So weaken body and soul. Yeah, if I do that, So we can bring this up to 45 now, intel. Or we can bring our perception up to 55. What do we want? Cassia has 55. Hecate has 50 as well. What about intelligence? I'm by far and away the smartest person in our retinue right now. Everyone else is like 30, 35, 30, 30, 30. I think I need more intel then. I need to compensate for the dumb people that I'm surrounded by. Complete that? Okay. Right. Now, what about our boy over here, Abe? You have Endure, Reckless Strike. The warrior's next melee grants 20% armor pen, plus 8 damage, ignores 12% of a target's parry. Enemies who survive the attack, enhanced by this ability, will attack the warrior in return. Right. So it's trading a blow for a blow. One, you know, I guess, yeah, you trade the blow for a blow and you get additional damage regardless. I mean, if they die from the attack. What is Sworn Enemy? Warriors mark, the warrior marks a target, gains plus 20% armor and 6 damage on the melee attacks against them. If the target attacks the warrior during the round, the warrior gains plus 1 AP once per round? I like that. Let's go with that. And then what can we get from this? I can boost his athletics skill. He's at 55 already. Argenta's big on demo. We're always going to have Argenta around. He's at 30 on Medicaid. Not many people are getting this either. I'm at 4. I'm the best one with medicine. But I think we'll just keep on punching away on athletics. Alright. Idira, my girl. What are we going to do with you? You're also an operative. Fresh target might not be a bad idea. She already had weak body, weak soul, so that's good. Yeah, we'll go with fresh target on her as well. And then we're picking... You know, because, yeah, she's a psyker. Willpower is the thing, right? Withstanding the horrors of the warp. But then there's also, you know, making her a better fighter. No, not necessary. Perception? Like, she's already pretty high on that. She's at 55, so maybe we can put something else up for now. I can bring her up to 50 on perception. But everybody else already has quite a bit. Reason and knowledge. Okay. I don't want it to be completely silly and stupid, you know, so let's just do that. Argenta? What are you getting? Ballistic skill, of course. Why would I want anything else other than the person wielding the bolt gun to be able to actually shoot people? I feel like that's a great idea. Controlled shot. Soldier gives a sign that they are about to open fire. Their allies will automatically dodge the soldier's next attack. So I'm assuming that's good if she needs to shoot someone who's in close proximity to someone else. Or if she's doing a burst attack, and I have allies in the cone of fire, and they won't get hit. See, for that we do a dash. Dashes to the selected position, depending on... I kind of feel like I want a dash. That last fight, I really needed her to get into a particular position, and I couldn't get her there. So, a dash might not be a bad idea. Hecate? What have you got for me? I'm going to give you more ballistic skill, maybe? Or what about agility? Quickness and reflexes. You know what? Let's put that up for now. Yeah, let's put that up. She's already pretty decent with that. And I'll give her the dash as well. Alright, we're going to have to do the... Oh, she already comes pre-leveled? Interesting. Okay, so what does she have? What exactly is she? Like, archetype-wise. Back. Unknown origin, homeworld, and she's a navigator. So that's an actual class that she is, and she took an officer rank. So she's basically an archetype we don't have yet. Who knew she'd be dogmatic? So yeah, she's got Bring It Down and Finest Hour as her heroics. Voice of Command. Officer forces an ally to fully push themselves, increasing characteristics by 14 for a round. Ooh. That's pretty good. Desperate Measure. An extra turn with full AP and MP with no attack limit. And then the fellowship is halved until the end of combat afterwards. Lidless Stare. Oh boy. Shit, look at the cone of attack on that thing. What? It's just a straight up 90-degree slice in front of her, like everybody dies. All creatures in a cone in front of the navigator suffer 11 to 14 damage. That's so good. The affected targets must also pass plus 30 bonus willpower resistance test or become stunned for a turn. Yo. Okay, let's see. Oh, what are her characteristics that are good? Perception and willpower seem to be the thing for her. Alright, that's pretty much what I expected. So we can throw... I guess we don't have anybody who's really good on fellowship. So is the weird navigator gonna be like the one that holds us together? The glue that binds? Yeah, because it's already got 55 and 55. I think I want to do that. We don't have many people with fellowship right now, so... Alright, there's nothing recommended for the traits. So, what do we have here? Let's go with warp shit. What can I do with you? Mastery of Time. When an ally in combat gains an extra turn, a navigator gains a stack with plus 5 bonus to willpower. Nah. The navigator makes all resistance tests with willpower if it's higher than the base characteristic for such a test. The navigator's willpower is higher than toughness, then the navigator's wounds are calculated according to willpower. That's not bad. Navigator's powers suffer minus 10 penalty for the next resistance test from the navigator's powers. Enemies, rather. So, if I attack somebody with a warp attack, then I attack them again, then that second attack has a minus 10 penalty to resistance test. But then that penalty is lost after that test. Okay. So it's not ongoing. If the navigator's perception is higher than agility, their dodge is calculated. Ooh. Ooh. Because, yeah, her perception is like 55. And I bet her agility is not really great. I bet she has the agility of a boulder rolling downhill, so no. I kind of like that. If we're going to take her into... And I kind of want to take her into combat, see what that third eye attack does, so... God, there's so many abilities to read through. I'm just going to pick that. Screw it. Pass unscathed. She can just fucking Agent Smith dodge her way through shit. Okay. And then we get to pick another one. Mind over matter. Or is there one that's recommended now? I guess now it recommends. Pick one of these. You know, like, okay. Blood of Martyrs. Whenever an ally uses a heroic act, that ally gains temporary wounds equal to 10% of max wounds plus 6. Ooh. Commanding voice. Range of officers' abilities is increased by 3 The range of the voice of command is increased by 6. When the officer uses the ability on an ally, the ally gains a bonus to perception and ballistic skill equal to 4. And they all stack, but half of the stack rounded up are lost at the end of a target's turn. So she can just sit in the back and keep saying to someone, focus, 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 and just keep stacking it up. It goes up and then halved, and then it goes up again on top of that and halved again, and just keeps going. She already has that. Inspire courage. Personal oversight. When an officer targets an ally with an action, an ability or an attack, the ally's resolve is increased. And the officer, by the end of the officer's next turn. Okay. So using something like that stacked with that would help. Steel resolve. Officer's resolve is increased by 3. Now I'm going to go with focus, actually. This seems like a much better idea. And then her fellowship is already going to go up to 45. We could boost it to 50, or we can go with that extra perception. We're going to go with that. Complete. Yeah, the agility is 30, so having that really high perception take over from agility for dodging, she's got 60 perception. She's gonna be just a blur. Somebody tries to shoot her and she's just gonna turn into Neo. Alright. Well, let's depart. Let's go. Also, we should check her equipment before we leave. What are you using? You have a Staff of House Orcelia. We already have one of these anyway, so that's fine. You are running around with an auto pistol. I think we can find you something better. Let me look at cargo real quick. What do we have pistols-wise? Let me sort these. Specifications in ascending or descending, maybe. I don't know what that does. Okay, never mind. Let's see. Let's compare to her. What's this? Auto pistol. The last pistol is way better. Last pistol only ever does a burst shot, though. Scrappy auto gun. Yes. Welcome, scion of a noble house of navigators. Here is a cobbled together auto gun made with spit and sawdust and a bit of duct tape. I don't think that's going to go down very well. Okay, I don't think we have any other pistols in the cargo. No, we don't. I want to group them by type. You know, like all the guns, all the melee shit and so on. I don't know how we do that. Oh, I only needed one. Can I just double tap to get one? How do I... Alright. I think I can split the stack. Yeah. One. And the rest of you go back in there. Alright, she can have this. Can't use duct tape, it's heresy now. Oh, man, that's right. Fucking Mechanicus, man. They've got, like, you know... such a racket going on. They are such a racket. You know, they're like, no, you can't use duct tape. You've got to use these sacredly blessed things that we just happen to make. And you need them from us. You're not allowed to use that duct tape. That's archaeotech. That's heretical to go using that to modify things. Jesus. Do we want to give her a sword as well? She needs an enclosed weapon. An axe. Alright, split out one of those, if you please.
Do you require an audience?
Boosh. There you go. Now she got some shit. She can just cut a dude up, or she can bonk them with a staff. That works too. Fire grenade? Calm down, girl. Holy, look at the red eyes. Oh my god. I like to burn things. Oh, fuck me. What are we bringing on our ship? Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Would you, oh, where is she? Would you like to come over here and look at Felix's body? He's over here. Yeah, I burned him with a last pistol. It's what I do to navigators that piss me off. Not a warning, just a fact. Oh, Jesus, okay. Wow. Well, let's see what she has for us when we bring her back to the ship. We'll be like, okay, this is your room. Ignore the blood. That was the last navigator we had. No, I didn't kill him. The warp did. Mr. Bond, I presume. Oh, wait, no, wrong game. Lord Captain, Lady Navigator, welcome aboard. The Sanctum Navis has been prepared for the communion ritual. But if the Lady Navigator wishes to rest in her quarters first... No, put her to work. Oh, your heart starts beating furiously, your breaths come short and choppy, your fingertips tingle unpleasantly. You notice that, Vigdis is shivering slightly. Everybody's getting fucked up by my warp shit. God damn this corruption. And the crew are glancing around in puzzlement, searching for the source of this sudden wave of unease. Oh no, wait, it's her. Without even looking at the Voxmaster, Cassia waves her away. Wow. Yeah, welcome, new navigator. Everybody, y'all remember what navigators are like? They're dicks, so just deal with it. First, I wish to speak to the rogue trader, Levers. Of course. When you are ready for the ritual, please let me know. Damn. Are you a navigator or are you one of the Bene Gesserit? Did you just use the voice on her? Leave us. Ugh. Fuck. Okay, Jesus. Is she about to ask me to put my hand in a box now, or what? Cassia sweeps her pensive gaze over Vigdis, then lowering her lashes slightly, turns to you. First, you will do your duty as a navigator. All other conversations can wait. I don't want to speak to you anymore, weirdo. Get into your box. Thank you. Yeah, I do not wish to speak to you. Go to your sanctum. Alright, what do you want to talk about, girl? Let's rap. Do kids still say that? Let's rap? I don't think so. Jesus, 1995 called. For just a few moments there. It screamed in pain. After a few seconds hesitation, Cassia lets out a small exhale and then raises her pointed chin. I have not yet thanked you for saving me on the station. My thoughts were clouded so much that, with so much mournful ash when Theobald's heart stopped. But you acted honorably, and you did not exploit me in my wretched position. Oh, I don't know, I think I am. I just made you think like it's not a bad thing. And for that I am immeasurably grateful. But now, Cassia throws back her shoulders, I am ready to go to the Sanctum Navis and perform the sacred rite. I require brushes, canvas, the best paints you have on board, but no red. You seem to like red before. Okay, why do you refuse red paint? What's your problem with red? Look, in case you haven't noticed, my carpet is red. Do you have a problem with red? It is my habit to use the blood of my attendants so as to preserve my own. However, given the current circumstances, my own will serve even better. The blood of the Navis Nobilitat is sacred, and so is more suitable for the communion ritual. So in other words, because we don't have your servants here, and you can't bleed them for paint, you're going to use your own. Guys, she's saying our blood isn't good enough for her. What does this ritual entail? Are you going to summon a demon on my ship? You better not. I doubt the uninitiated could understand the mysteries of navigation, but I shall try to explain the essence of it. I must merge my mind and my will with the machine spirit of the ship, so I become one with the vessel. Cassia lifts the lock of hair from the back of her neck, revealing gilded implant ports. After that, I use the House Orcelio ritual, which I am loath to reveal to you, to free my mind of all errant thoughts, and then it is time to open my third eye and peer into the depths of the warp itself. Among the nightmarish visions, mirages, and creatures of the abyss, only the light of the Emperor is the truth and will lead me from star to star, from system to system. Oh, the light. The guiding thread, so fine it can slip from one's grasp at any moment. Cassia unfurls her hands as though dropping something. But you have nothing to worry about. Yeah, the last navigator probably said that once as well. We nearly got stranded in the warp. The navigators of House Orcelio never lose their course. All right then, I will hold you to that. I shall ensure all supplies are delivered. Sure. She nods in thanks. I shall take my leave of you for the duration of the rite. I ask you do not follow me. Few can survive the gaze of my warp eye when it is opened. All right then. I have no desire to die today. I will stay here. Welcome back, Vigdis. She's like, I'll just take my post again, if that's all right. Lord Captain, I will oversee the channel between the Lady Navigator and the bridge, and may the Emperor's light help us all. All right. But I'm just saying this. If she summons a demon on my ship, I'm going to want my money back. The Voxcaster in the Sanctum Navis picks up the saturation of clothes. Pious chant picks up the... what? The saturation of clothes. How do you pick up the saturation of clothes through a radio? There's shit I still don't understand about this setting. Pious chanting and the metallic clicking of implants. The serene voice of the Lady Navigator breaks the silence, initiating the communion ritual. If you summon a demon on my ship, I'm gonna be so nettled. Yes. I might be just a little bit cross with you. You hear the excellent ring of metal freed from a scabbard, and then the stifled gasp of the Lady Navigator, the rhythmic dripping of liquid on canvas, and the faint whisper of a brush. I see violet vortexes lashing an ocean with a million flails, the umber shadows spinning from the surface of a fiery dance, a storm rising above foaming waters, armadas drowning in fog. These people who deal with the warp, like, can they not talk straight? The path from one end to another cannot be seen. And here beyond the wall of glass, a daughter forsaken by her father yearns for her brother, and the sun's pale disk goes in the tireless pursuit of her? No, of me. Its frozen rays lie that spring is here. Its light is deadened. The great ruler is gone. The Voxmaster recoils at Cassia's words and accidentally snaps one of the Cogitor's levers. The panel beneath her fingers emits sparking and the Voxcaster falls silent. She quickly flips a series of switches and bows guiltily. Abject apologies for cutting the broadcast, Lord Captain. I've never heard the warp speaking through a navigator before. The connection is restored now. It will not happen again. We're going to put a tape over that button, okay? Just going to tape it in place. Anobius, hello! I can't hear, but I've been lurking for the last 20 minutes. Hope you're well. Yes! You have my view until the stream ends. Thank you. We're good. I hope you're well as well. Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate it. Voxmaster, see to it that you receive 5 lashes for this show of clumsiness. Okay, if that's alright, Vigdis, just go and flagellate yourself later. It's good. We will not say anything. We'll leave her undisturbed. Soul shredding streams drown out the Vox transmission. Vigdis, turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Flip that switch again. You have my permission. The servants in the Sanctum Navis are howling and shrieking like wild beasts, moaning in pain. Their throats roar from the strain. Then sudden silence. The dull thud of dropping bodies proclaims their fate. No demon, though? It appears the servants were part of the Lady Navigator's rite, as it was for her predecessor. I will arrange for the bodies to be removed from the Sanctum Navis after the ritual, or what is left of them. Yeah. Rogue Trader, I fear I have unfortunate news. Endless blackness has spread across the canvas, dividing what should be whole in two, and my sight cannot glimpse the Emperor as clearly as before. There's a warp shadow here? Are you fucking kidding me? It's not Tyranids, is it? Oh god, please tell me it's not Tyranids. I cannot turn around. My brush only draws me onwards. The way is blocked. You hear a heavy exhale and rustling fabric and metal clinking. By the Emperor's grace, the ritual was successful. Your vessel's temperament presented a challenge. It's an awkward little beast, yes. Its cold steel grip does not allow me to breathe freely, even for a second. It was as if the depths of the ship housed not only the machine spirits, but something other. We have a haunted ship, by the way. We do believe that. I think that Theodora told us the ship is haunted. Or so the rumor goes. And now I will retreat to my chambers to recover my strength. Send for me if you have need of me. Either that or Conrad Kurz really does hide somewhere in the bowels of our ship. I made the joke at the start of the stream, when we started this game. And I said I ain't going in there to hunt him. I am not the lion. But it could be the case. Lord Captain, congratulations on acquiring a navigator. Spare me a few moments of your time, please. There are several matters that require your attention. First of all, I want to report the condition of the station on Urak 5. Is it in pieces? You had opted to begin your visit to the Rykad system with a different destination. Or had you done, the station could have become critically unstable. Fortunately, the decision to immediately visit the representatives of the Navis Nobilitate bought us precious time. We can either send our forces to disassemble the station and procure technological components for your vessel, or attempt to save as many valuables as we can. Interesting. So what about the situation on the prison planet? I bet that's got worse now, as a result. I will not stoop to pillaging. Abandon the station. Gather any components that can be of use, or loot everything! Every jewel, every manuscript. I think my guy would go with this. What is this, though? You will gain a profit factor of 2. Yes! As you command, Lord Captain. With your permission, I would also like to remind you that we are still looking for an engine seer prime. Yes. Both the vessel and the machine spirits are in desperate need of oversight by an experienced tech priest. We are also missing some crew, and much more importantly, we have not yet located Henriks van Kalox, the right hand of the Lord Inquisitor. Yeah, he'll pop up. Don't worry, he's out there. These guys, these Inquisitorial agents, they're tough cookies. They know what they're doing. Now we know for sure he was not at Urak 5. Good point. So, keep this in mind when making future plans. What, don't go back to Urak 5 looking for him? I wasn't planning on it, Vigdis. Why is it always business with you, Vigdis? Couldn't you sometimes just visit to tell me how wonderful everything is? I'm going to do that. I've got to do that. Certainly, Lord Captain, if you are interested. This week passed with a record low rate of minor disturbances on the lower decks. That's because there's less people alive there, I imagine. Most of the people on the lower decks are dead, hence fewer altercations. Who thunk? A senior technomat from Shift 8 came up with a new formula for a lubricant used in kitchen servitor implant maintenance. Okay. The Quartermaster's store of Compartment 11 reported recently that we are spending ceremonial decorations at least 20% lower than expected, which, again, we have less crew, which means we have enough tablecloths, carpets, lamps to last us 15 years for grand receptions instead of 10. Oh, good. Good. I was wondering what we were going to do about the 5 years after we ran out. That's good. Even considering that some of the stock was burned during the cultist attack on the vessel, so a net gain all round. Cool. Thank you, Vigdis. The fact that Vigdis, that she actually had some reports for us of like, oh, these are the, not shitty parts of ship business was pretty funny. As it pleases you, Lord Captain. It pleases me very much, Vigdis. It really does. Alright, leave the station. Whoop. We have left the station. I'm not sure where we want to go next. What are we on? Oh, damn. Lord Captain, there is some commotion on the officer's deck. The Lady Navigator has left her quarters and is currently in the wardroom, where uninitiated crew members are shunning her in terror. Perhaps you should find out what has brought Cassia to the deck. She's probably just touring the ship. She has a right to see the whole damn thing. This is her new home now. And she will never leave. Oh, don't worry, we'll get you to your boss when we can. As soon as possible. That's just a long time from now. I neglected to mention that bit. Oh, nice bow.
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance.
Oh, but everybody else noticed yours, so... Point at the book. I see you're fond of reading. Alas, the title alone is not enough to hold everyone's attention all the time. Adjusting to life. What are you doing here? I didn't give you permission to leave the bridge. No. I see you're fond of reading.
Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves. And I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse. I find it so beautiful and enrapturing.
I wonder what book it is. Let me take a look. What's the name on there? The Book of Erebus. Fuck. Oh, shit. Here we go.
Urac 5 had a vast archive of its own, of course. Although
fucking Erebus,
most
man.
of the works
Fuck that
within
guy.
had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works.
The events that took place on Urac 5 must have shaken you greatly. Are you well, or are you satisfied with your new attendance? I hope you have ample time to calm yourself. I'm going to go with number 1. I don't know if we can ask all of these. I'll go with 1. Yeah, we can. Okay, cool.
Underestimate the navigators of House Orselio, Lord Captain. Like a shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders.
Yeah, I hate when that malaise comes around,
Duty to humanity and my duty to you.
It's an especially weird feeling when you get a faint malaise. You're like, oh no, not a malaise. What about your new attendants? Are they all good? I know you killed a bunch of them, but what about the replacements?
Your servants are somewhat sluggish when it comes to attending a noblewoman of the Navis nobility.
Well, most of them died before you got here.
Thank you for your concern.
They need training. They will get better. If you like, we can replace a lot of their limbs with implants that make them quicker. We can make them run as fast as a fucking cheetah if you want. Cassia cringes ever so slightly and adjusts the adornments on her forehead, then awkwardly hides the clawed fingers in the folds of her clothes. The unnatural appearance of navigators often becomes the topic of gossip among lowly servants and officers alike. It is clear that she does not feel comfortable aboard the ship teeming with new people. She does kind of cut the image of, like, a vampire. She does look like a character in Castlevania, let's be honest. Have you calmed yourself now?
There are people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others. and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis nobility. But I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, I could have found their behavior in your question just now insulting. Lord Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions? Inquiring about my mood and my needs, showing an interest in the books I am enjoying? You are behaving as if you possessed a shred of fellow feeling for one such as I.
Girl, I just take people as they come. Everybody on my ship is my family, okay? No, I'm not trying to unlock the romance arc.
That was no way for a navigator to conduct herself.
I'm beginning to think, Lady Cassia, that the feelings I have for you are far more complicated than common sympathy. No. We're saving that romance arc for Argenta, if it exists. You have nothing to apologize for. Human emotions are natural, be they good or bad. This is as natural to share with others. Quite right, so I would ask you mind what you say from now on. Jesus. That's why it's called the Good Ship Olive Garden. Yes. Oh man, that would have been a good name for the ship, actually. I don't remember what we called this one. It is indeed difficult for me to... Because you can name the ship at the start of the game, by the way. You can name what the ship is called. It's so good. It is indeed difficult for me to feel empathy for a mutant. However, the crew's well-being hinges on that of its navigator. I believe the conversation has reached a natural conclusion. Okay, I'm going to leave now. Bye. Yeah, I'm not trying to unlock the romance arc, but I don't like any of the other options that aren't that. I don't want to call her a mutant. Now we're done.
Yes, I understand. I offer you my apologies once more.
All right. And again with the really awkward stiff bow. Oh boy. All right. Let's see then. We're gonna make a save. A brand new save. And guys, that's where we're gonna leave it for today.